Hello, welcome to another talk on money, business, and investment. My name is Jose. I'm the founder of our brand here at Master Investor. Welcome if you're new to our community and sure to subscribe. Check out all the links in the description so that you have access to our digital products and also sign up for our newsletter. You can click the link somewhere on the description and it will take you to our website as we can see it right on our screen. The newsletter gets delivered to our inbox, so we don't even have to leave our email inbox to see the articles that we're publishing. And it's a great way to get started during the day about our business tactics because we're going to be learning how to create wealth successfully. Today, we have a great topic, and it's going to be what are the 4 keys for a winning business plan. We're going to cover how to write a business plan and how to strategize to make sure that we are creating financial freedom and we're using our time to our advantage. Time is the most valuable asset we'll have together with our freedom and our mind because those 3 things we cannot replace. We have to nurture them. We have to read the right content, but most importantly than content is context. We talk about the framework of an ultra wealthy mindset, right? We need to adopt that. We need to change the core values regarding money, what we have been taught about making money. We can see whether someone is an employee, self-employed, business owner, or an inside investor by the way a person makes money. So the question is, how do we make money? And what do we want to do about it? There are 3 ways that a person can make money in this world. The one type of income that comes from a job is called earned income. That's one way. The second way is through something that is called capital gains income, which comes from investing and something that we purchase at a certain price and it goes up in value and we sell it. Those capital gains are called capital gains income. And then we have passive income, which comes from investing as well, which requires a higher level of financial education because majority of people have a strategy that is to buy, hold, and pray. They have no strategy. They have no plan. Therefore, they're not real investors. They're gamblers and often losers because they end up losing all of their money because they don't have an exit strategy. They don't even know too much about the business or investment that they're involved. Usually, they give their money away to somebody else, or if they do it themselves, they have no exit strategy. They have no investment plan in front of them. Therefore, they're gambling and they're not doing what we call sound investing. Investing is not risky. It's the investor behind the investment that makes investing risky. Make sure you go to our website. We have 3 books right now in digital courses that can literally change anybody's life financially. We need to get the right context before we start getting the content, okay? We need to shift our core values, like I mentioned, how we approach money, what we think of money, what is money, the history of money. Everything is covered inside of our digital courses. We, in fact, working on our 4th ebook right now. Go get the 10 new rules of money, how to build cash flow with the internet, turn passive income money, and how to invest in crypto to build wealth. We're going to be covering the 5 asset classes that exist that anyone can invest in. Remember today, in order to protect ourselves from down economies and inflation and or hyperinflation, because we work in an economy that is run by debt. A lot of people have not understand that. Okay, so today money is created with debt. What is money? Debt. Debt is money. And so we need to approach investing, understanding that we can utilize debt and we should to become ultra wealthy, fast, and tax-free legally because debt is all tax-free. That's what the law says. Because money is created with debt. After 1971, August 15, that's when President Nixon separated the gold standard from the US dollar. From that point forward, money became monopoly, fake, an idea backed up by confidence. And we need to really understand this because once we do, then our whole world changes about becoming wealthy and how fast we can do it because now we don't have to use our own capital. We can get financial education and then we can use other people's money, OPM. Legally, we can use a credit card. That's not our money, even though it's under our name or a business name. That is the bank's money. So we're going to grab that money, that debt, we're going to treat it as cash, and we're going to invest it in a place where it's going to multiply, in a place where we have control over the assets and liabilities in the financial statement, and we have a voice, and we can change infrastructure about the business. We have a voice. We want to have control. In fact, control is more important than ownership when it comes to building wealth. A lot of people that are in the poor or middle class, they focus on owning everything under their name. And it's the biggest mistake an entrepreneur can make, to put everything under their name, including their business name. It should be something else that separates them from the entity itself. Okay, the entity represents us, but it doesn't have to be our name on it. We want to create something that everybody wants to become part of. So we need to think of our name of our business very thoughtful. We need to give it some time. We need to make sure it's clever, it sticks, and it speaks the message that we are conveying. Hopefully so aligned that when we see the logo, when we see the name, we know what this company is all about. So think of the names and solutions that we want to bring to the world. That way we can build a winning business plan around it. And we're going to cover that today. However, make sure you go to our website, get our ebooks. You can find them on Amazon as well. However, when you go to our website, you will have access to additional digital courses that literally will help us build true wealth. These digital assets are only found on our website. If you get the ebooks only on Amazon, then that's all you get. However, when you sign up for our website digital courses, you will have the ebook, and you will also get everything that is inside of that digital course. As we added more assets at whatever time we got into that digital course, whatever assets we add after, we will always have access to them for free and no additional cost. So in a year from now, in 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now, in two decades from now, this digital course is going to be worth a lot more because we have updated it with assets, exclusive interviews, tools, resources to emphasize on the topic of the ebook, which is how to build cash flow with the internet, turn passive income on, for this particular course that we're looking at in front of us. So make sure that you go to our website, check out our financial education, get our products, because that's the best investment we can make, is in ourselves. With financial education, we can make money through sound investing. Without financial education, a person is gambling, doesn't know the different procedures to minimize taxes legally, doesn't know how to utilize debt, things that having a business is risky, things that the world has no money and lives in a mindset of a scarcity. We need to shift that because there is plenty of money. Okay, we can create money from thin air. In fact, that's what we want to do. We want to be so good to the point that we can raise capital because we have a good deal that we have put together, because we understand how to write a business plan that attracts other investors and money that is looking to multiply in a sound and safe business. We need to cover the basics of money when it comes to building a true brand. It's not about just creating a business that anybody can take and copy what we're doing. It's about protecting that business and instilling intrinsic value, which that means that we're going to protect the logo. We're going to register. We're going to protect any other asset that we have so that no one else can take it from us. The legalities must be in place from the beginning of the business. Okay? That's how we maintain intrinsic value in a company. And then we need to have business integrity, which means that the company is built to raise capital. And we're going to be able to do that by putting the 8 integrities of a successful business: mission, team, leadership, cash flow, communications, systems, legal, and product. It's not just the product, the most important aspect of the business, like many people think. I have a great idea, but they don't have a mission, they don't have a team, they don't have any leadership, they don't have cash flow, which has the blood of the business. We need to not only raise capital from the end users, but also from the back end, from investors, from the banks, from family and friends as they see our business growing. And it's lucrative, and it's also something that they want to become part of because that is a great product that we have chosen. We literally pinpoint a solution that everybody wants and they want to become part of it, and they're willing to even sell that solution to their friends and family for us. That's when we know we have a great product. Also, when we can sell it to the haters, they don't even know we created the product. That's a true brand, right? We can serve the world. We can literally give it to the masses. So let's think of a product that we can serve, and we don't have to be attached to that product. I want us to think of a brand that can last here generations after generations, even when we're not here. Okay, think of a Coca-Cola, Master Investor, Amazon, Nike, all these amazing brands, okay, that speaks their message very clear on their logo, their name, everything is aligned. Okay, there are systems in a sound business. In fact, the true business is a system of systems. And that's what we're going to cover today on how to raise capital by writing the right winning business plan. Okay, not all business plans will attract money. It needs to be clever. It needs to be to the point. It needs to disclose the liabilities, the assets, and everything that we're going to be covering today on the 4 keys of how to write in a winning business plan. Make sure you leave a comment if you have any questions. We'll be glad to come back and answer those questions. We can see here on our screen right now that our website has all the products that we can ask for to build true wealth. If we need a live consultation, if we need to mastermind, if we need to get to the homework and get to spend time in masterminding how to really create a true brand, something that's not going to last only a few months or a year or two, something that's going to last here forever. Okay, that's what we want to create. We don't want to just be here for one day or just a few years of success. We want to have long-term success, but we also want to have fast success. We don't want to take a long time to create wealth because it doesn't have to. Today we have technology that allows us to create wealth fast. So getting rich quick is a possibility today because of technology, okay? So let's dive into the topic right now, today's blog, which is what are the 4 keys for a business plan? Summary: the secret to starting a successful business is writing a strong business plan. Whether we require outside investors or not, we must write a business plan. Remember, investing is a plan. It's having a plan. If we don't have a plan, then we're not investing, or we shouldn't call ourselves investors. Adding these essential elements will guarantee the success of our company plan. Mastering the art of writing a winning business plan. Experts disagree on whether a business plan is necessary. Some people say they don't need it. According to some, a business plan is only necessary if we are looking for investors or a loan of some kind. But that's not true. Remember, we define here inside of our community, we define investing as having a plan. So, and also investing is business. It has to do with business. So we're going to be talking about business all the time, because the more we know about business, the better investors we become. So it's not investing, it's not business that is risky. It's the businessman or the businesswoman and the investor behind the business that makes the operation risky. So we want to have the right team around us. We want to have professionals. We want to learn how to speak to those professionals. That's why we need to acquire more business words. We need to develop our business lingo. People can tell whether we have what it takes when it comes to business because they can hear on our voice. They can hear whether we know what we're talking about. So make sure that we read something daily. That's why we created the newsletter, so that we can stay up to date with the topic of money. I know it's something that many people are taught not to talk about, but I encourage everyone, if we truly want to become wealthy, we have to talk about money as much as possible. Okay, we have to dwell in that thought of how we're going to solve problems in the world and bring that solution into reality by writing a winning business plan. By the end of this talk, we're going to learn the 4 keys of writing a successful business plan that will attract the type of money that we're looking for and beyond our dreams. Some claim that the time needed to draft the business plan might hinder the launch process and cost a small business valuable opportunities. A business strategy, according to tax expert or business plan and master investor's advisor, reveals is crucial for success. We must have a business plan, and we must have a plan for every investment that we embark on. And we need to know the exit strategy before we even go into the investment, meaning that we know exactly when we're going to get our money back and how much money am I going to get back after I get or recoup my initial capital back. We want control. We don't want ownership. We want control of the business. We don't care so much about ownership. Poor and middle class people focus on owning everything under the name. A master investor or an inside investor focuses on control and leverage using debt. So we want to be in as much debt as possible, but good debt. And of course, we're going to have bad debt because we're going to want to have luxuries as our business grows. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with having liabilities and bad debt as long as we have good debt and assets paying for those liabilities. So our businesses and our investments they ultimately buy anything that we want. So we can say we get everything for free legally because we have a structure in such a way that everything that we need in our lives is paid by the business and investments that we have. So ultimately, it's the cash flow of those businesses, and that cash flow is coming from the end user, from the customers of those businesses. So who's working hard to pay for our things, right? Yes, we put the business together. We went through the whole process of learning how to write a business plan. We spend a lot of time. There's going to be nights that we may not go to sleep. So the idea of being easy is not so easy. Otherwise, everybody will do it. But is it possible if we have discipline, if we have structure? Yes, we can make money like the wealthy do through investing. Okay, that's the type of money and how we want to make money through investing. The 2 types of income that comes from investing is capital gains income and passive income. Capital gains income is taxed at a higher bracket than passive income. And the other type of income comes from a job. And majority of people have been taught to work for that type of income, which is earned income or ordinary income or active income. It's when a person exchanges their time for money. They're basically selling their most valuable asset, which shouldn't have a price on our time because it's priceless. We need to make sure that we are putting that money somewhere to work for us so it can grow, so that we can eventually depart from that job or that type of field that we may not be interested in. Okay, so whatever we're doing, make sure we're approaching it with the best attitude as possible, because that's how we can get out of it quicker. As long as we have a strategy to know how we're going to escape the rat race through sound investing, then we will get there through discipline in executing our winning business plan. The tax code asserts that whether or not we require outside investors, creating a business plan is essential to building true wealth. It's like a roadmap. Literally, it's our GPS, and we can check on it, and we can see the milestones. We can edit it, right? We can update or tweak accordingly as we grow our bottom line, or also known as positive cash flow. The most important words in the business language are cash flow. The second most important words are due diligence. Remember this, write it down somewhere, because we're going to have to do a lot of due diligence, and we need to focus on the cash flow. What is our cash flow? What's in it for me? Okay, we're going to show you how to raise capital, how to not use our own capital only to invest. An inside investor is an inside investor because he or she knows how to raise capital, not only from our own capital, from the bank, from other people's money, legally. And we're going to put that to work in a sound investment. And the banks and the investors have looked at our business plan and they have confidence because they know that we have the right team behind the operation that's going to run it. We have a track record. We have a cash flow analysis. We know what we're talking about when it comes to our product and its field and the niche that is operating on. Hopefully, we're picking a niche that contains the entire world, a problem that is in need to be solved. It's not just a million people, but let's say 7 billion people have this problem. So I want us to be creative. I want us to observe more, to listen more, and write down some notes as we get in those downloads as we go through our day. And we're like, oh, I have this idea. Write it down. Let's give a shape. Let's start talking about it. Let's do some research, right? On how big is the niche? How much can we sell it? How much is it going to cost us to make it? Etc. Writing a successful plan requires us to put in a lot of time and effort to consider our business and complete our homework. The number one most important word in the business language, as I mentioned, is cash flow. And the second most important word is due diligence. A business plan will help us master these important words in the business language. Benefits of drafting a business plan. By investing the time to draft a business plan, we are effectively laying down the framework for our company's operations before we have even set foot in the trenches. In order to strategically decide how much to charge for our services, our business plan will help us with our startup, daily operations, allocating funds for the company, the specifics and boundaries of our relationships with business partners, and a clear picture of our organization and its culture. Additional advantages consist of putting together a story and an outline for our company, posing and responding to queries that would not otherwise be addressed. Think about the financial and legal aspects. Create a win-win relationship and culture within the business so that everybody feels that they're winning, and they are winning. We win, everybody wins. We need to be transparent. We need to make sure that we create room for everyone to grow. We have no cap or roof on anyone, because the more value that they bring to the table and the more the business grows, the bottom line grows, that person should be rewarded accordingly to their efforts and their ideas and their value that they bring in to the table of our organizations. Clearly explain the potential of our company to prospective partners, investors, and even clients. We want to hear their feedback. Numerous tools are available to assist novice business owners in creating the ideal business plan. However, the four most crucial elements for a successful business plan are listed below, regardless of how long our company has been in operation. Number one, the company section is subsections such as business opportunity, organization and operations, legal structure, business model, operating procedures, operations description, management, personnel strengths and weaknesses, core competencies and challenges, business accomplishments, location, product offering, product or service, records, and insurance may be included in this section, which is also known as business strategy or business description, as we write in our business plan. Make sure we sell the one factor that will enable our company to produce an excessive amount of cash flow in the business section. Keep in mind that we are selling by sharing our knowledge and training, not by making hollow claims and promises to advertise our business. We need to go with facts, as we're not only measuring our own return on investment with facts, we need to measure everybody else's return on investment with facts. It's okay to add a little optimism in the equation, but we need to stick to the facts. That's the best way we can raise capital, because the investors that are in the business doing this 24/7, they know what is a fact and what is an opinion. They don't want to hear opinions. They want to see facts, okay? So make sure that we do the proper due diligence. That's what's important, to do our research. Next, the marketing. Target markets, customers, competition, distribution, relationships, advertising, pricing, industry, and market trends. Strategy and market strategy are some of the subcategories that make up what is also known as market strategy. The marketing section goes into great detail about the industry and how our company fits into it. It addresses every factor that affects our company. This section provides the reader with a comprehensive grasp of how our company will handle delivering the product to potential purchasers, including everything from customers to the competitors, advertising to price, industry trends to global economics, use of funds, income statement, cash flow statement, balance sheet, cash flow forecast, profit and loss forecast, income projection, sales revenue forecast, income forecast, capital spending plan, assumptions, budget, and break-even analysis are some of the subsections that make up the financials, also known as financial data or the deal. The numbers are the main focus of the financial section. They are representations of the past, present, and future. Next, the supplementary resources, the type of business we are planning, and the other elements of our plan will determine the material we utilize. Resumes, reference letters, credit reports, court records, agreements, and contracts are examples of common supporting documentation that we must add into our winning business plan. Make a business plan that works. Keep it simple, but make sure that it's factual and that it delivers a clear analysis of the cash flow and how are we going to recoup the money back, how long is it going to take us to recoup it, and how much are we going to distribute among all the investors after we recoup the capital back. We need to know the exit strategy as well, like I mentioned earlier. Entrepreneurs who are prepared to postpone instant gratification tend to have successful business concepts. They take chances and put in the time and effort required to acquire pertinent training and expertise. Since failure and mistakes are synonymous with experience, they have no fear of either. They begin small and grow, understanding that experience breeds skills. That's why I said earlier on a talk that discipline is the key of everything. If we're showing up and we're working on a craft and we're putting the time to expanding our vocabulary, we're investing, we're actively taking control and managing our money, we're taking lessons, we're signing up for networking events, we're going out there, we're doing the homework, then it's going to show on our results. It's not investing or business that is risky. It's the investor and the team around the investor that makes investing risky. So what type of investor are we? What type of money are we making today? How do we make our money? We want to strive to be an ensign investor, which is a master investor. Is that person that knows how to put a deal together and raise capital. So we don't need our own capital to make money. You know how people say, we need money to make money. No, we need financial education, then we can raise capital. It doesn't have to be our own capital. We can put money to work and create money, and we get paid from the cash flow because we put that deal together. It's so much value that we bring into the table because there are people that don't have time to put the deal together, but they do have the money. So that's when we come in. And when we do have capital, we have a plan for that capital. And we're going to use that capital to raise even more capital so that we can get in good debt to invest in for passive income. Rule number one in our community here at Master Investors, that we work to build passive income and we multiply money through sound investing constantly. We're active investors. We're not giving our money away to anybody to invest it for us unless that's something that a person wishes to do and be just a passive investor, not an active investor or an inside investor, right? An active investor is a master investor, but that active investor must receive passive income from our investments. So we need to thrive and live through passive income. That's why we need a plan so that we know exactly where we are today financially and we can know when we're going to break away from the rat race and be able to thrive only on passive income and, of course, capital gains income, because some assets will only give us capital gains income. But specifically, we're going to focus on building passive income because that is what builds true wealth. And then capital gains income will come throughout our journey because, like I mentioned, some assets will only bring capital gains income. With financial education, we can tell whether something is an asset or liability. Without a plan and without financial education, a person is gambling, is a loser, and is not an investor. Make sure that we get in the right data from the reliable sources. Okay, not all information is good. Understand that. So we need to really pick and choose wisely when it comes to what we're putting into our minds, because we become what we think about all the time. Since failure and mistakes are synonymous with experience, they have no fear of it. So we need to take action regardless of feeling that we may fail, okay? Because it's gonna come with business. We have to build a thick skin. Even though it's easier to deal with rejection nowadays because we don't feel it, because everything is online, right? So if we're doing a business online and we're first focusing on bringing in cash flow from sales that we're making online, and those sales are being done through something that is called a sales funnel, is doing the selling and telling for us. And it doesn't have to be our own videos. Remember, we're creating something that even the haters want. They don't even know that we created the product because it's a brand that everybody wants to become part of. And then we got to put that business plan behind it. That's why it's critical that we understand the basics of money in business so that we can utilize all the tools and knowledge to raise capital like the ultra wealthy do, and use that capital to make passive income and reach the holy grail of investing, which is infinite return on investment. That's when we recoup our entire capital back, and then we continue to receive capital because we control the asset. And now that's money for nothing. We're literally printing money from thin air because we have no money into the deal. And that's the place where we want to be with every of our business deals. True entrepreneurs learn how to create a winning business plan after paying the price. So we need to start writing our business plan down, write our idea, and start focusing on putting that business plan. It doesn't have to be long. It can be even one page. It doesn't have to be complex, but it has to cover all the points that we mentioned today, okay? In order for that business plan to attract the type of money that we're looking for. So the job number one of a wealthy entrepreneur is to raise capital. And the number one skill is to master how to sell without selling using systems and smart marketing, or also known as targeted marketing. Finding out the group of people that want what we have, putting that in front of them so easily that they can grab, purchase, and repeat again. And we do that through systems, okay? And a combination of smart marketing. And the job number one of an inside investor is to multiply capital in sound investing. And that is exactly what we're mastering how to do inside of our communities, to multiply capital and to build passive income, because we are constantly investing. So this new year is January 1st, 2025. We're going to make sure that we're having a plan when it comes to investing. We're going to write our business plan. And for every idea, for every business that we embark on, we're going to know the exit strategy. We're going to have all the details, and we're going to make sure we do our due diligence so that we are succeeding when it comes to business and investing. Make sure you go to our website to start investing in high quality financial education. Is the best investment we can make because no one is going to take that away from us. And as we add more assets into our digital courses, we will get the benefit of having those assets available to us at no additional cost. So this is a win-win partnership, and I encourage everyone who is here listening to go ahead and get our ebooks right now, because they will change our financial life as long as we apply and have a business plan to go with it. Stay tuned. We're releasing our 4th ebook very soon. It's called How to Raise Capital to Build Wealth. And we're going to also do the next one on how to write a winning business plan and so forth. We want to cover everything in more detail. But make sure that you leave a comment, like, and share. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the business. And remember to read something every day to expand our vocabulary. Words are the most powerful tools humans have ever created. They open doors, they close doors. With the right words, we have all the wealth that we can ever dream of in our hands, literally. And we can become wealthy fast as long as we're applying what we're learning. So when we learn something new, we have to do 3 steps, crucial steps, in order to manifest what we truly want and get the results that we deserve. Number 1 is to learn something new. Number 2, we apply immediately into our strategies on that day. And number 3, we teach somebody else what we learn. And that's how we're going to become part of that 1% that we're looking for of the entire world. Thank you for having me, bringing the good and bad news of money, the business principles that work in all economies. I'll see you inside of our inner circle. Stay extraordinary and wealthy. And remember today, money is debt. And debt is money. Money is created with debt. Therefore, all debt is tax-free. So we want to be in good debt as much as possible. And we want to use that to quantum leap to wealth, tax-free. Stay extraordinary and wealthy. Bye for now.